Hey guys, this is the tutorial for my FMTV 360 narrative in film and TV editing class. Our second project, the karate project, we learned a little bit more about inserting and overwriting from our source monitor into our timeline and about source patching from our source monitor into our timeline. And so what I really want to do in this tutorial is just break those two things down. Say I come over here to my footage, I'm going to double click it, and I'm going to preview a clip that I want to insert into my timeline. It all depends on where my position indicator is. This blue line is my position indicator. So I had it over here. I'll zoom in and watch a little bit of where I was.
All like a die.
Grow a pair already.
Okay, so I already know that what I currently have doesn't work. So
I don't care. Because you know who else doesn't care?
I have to find a moment where the sensei says, I don't care. So let's quickly find that moment. So here's my in and out.
I don't care. Because you know who else doesn't care? Serial rapers.
Okay, so that's just what we're going to work with. I put my position indicator exactly where I want it, which is going to be right after he says, grow a pair already.
Grow a pair already.
Okay, so right here. Now, based on the fact that in this clip, it sounds like the actor messes up and he has to, start again, I would probably want to overwrite what I already have here. Because if I were to insert it, again, insert versus overwrite, insert wouldn't actually delete it, it would just move it all down. Whereas overwrite would delete it, and I'll show you right now. If I press insert, watch what happens to the remaining clips in my timeline. I press insert, and they all get moved down. And this is also when source patching is important. As you can see, everything on the right side of my timeline, I have videos in all 3 tracks, and I have audio in all 4 tracks. But on my left side, I see a random V1 and A1. That's because this is patched. It's representative of my source monitor. So whatever I'm playing in my source monitor will show up here. So because I have V2 and A2 patched from my monitor, whatever I press insert or overwrite, these are the tracks it's going to send it to. So if, once again, I press insert, everything gets moved. An insert edit places a new clip into the timeline, and it pushes all subsequent clips further down the timeline to make space. Think of it as actually inserting itself in between things, no matter where you are in the timeline, dependent on where your blue position indicator is. The overwrite edit replaces existing clips with the new clip from the insertion point. So by pressing insert, everything will get moved down. Well, let's do a simple Command Z. Now, if I come over here and I press overwrite, I've pretty much replaced that in my timeline. Again, I replaced this track, because one, I'm working on V1 and A1. This clip is currently on V1 and A1. And I've patched from my source monitor to V1 and A1. So by sending it here, whether it's insert or overwrite, it'll do its sending of this clip to the timeline to the track that it's patched. So maybe, hypothetically, I might want to refer to my master later. Then let's patch to the second video track and the second audio track and perform the same function. And if you hear little bells, guys, that's my cat. Okay, so.
Grow a pair already.
I don't care. I don't care. You know who else doesn't care?
And now remember, guys, if you want to refer to your master later, I would do eraser. Go back to your mouse. Let's make sure these guys are linked. Yep, we have a link selection on. And then we can right click, go to that option where it says enable and disable it, by checking it off. So now our master is still hypothetically there, but because I have a clip over it, I can pay more attention to the clip that I've just put into my timeline. So when should you use insert versus overwrite? Well, insert is ideal for adding new content without losing any existing footage from your sequence. Okay, here's an instance I would want to use the insert edit. I'm patched to V2 and A2 in my timeline, represented by this V1 and A1 that I have toggled here. I know that at the end of this sequence, I want to bring this clip in. What I also know is that if I insert it, it'll move all media downstream, right? Do I want to move this music or this audio track? No, I don't. So if I just simply lock those two things by using these options in my timeline, and I perform the insert edit, then bam, all is good. I can now unlock it. An instance where I would want to use the overwrite edit is when we have reaction shots. This reaction shot over here of Vivian is pretty great. And while Master Ken is going on and on over here, I know that I could put it on the third track right above him while he's talking. So I'll patch my video to V3 and I'll toggle off my audio so all I get is this reaction shot.
Master Ken, I have a plan.
So if I come over here, find a moment where I want it to work.
Ken, I'm tired.
Too bad.
Master Ken.
Like right here, if I overwrite it, it'll simply do its job. Now, the big difference is if this was patched to V2 and I did an overwrite, it would have actually cut that out, as you could see here. So this is why when performing the insert and overwrite, we have to be very careful about which tracks we're patched to.
Master Ken, my knees are sore.
But
So that's the difference between inserting and overwriting. Again, insert inserts the clip at the position's playhead, and it moves all media downstream. Overwrite replaces the current clip under the playhead, or it just puts a clip in the timeline depending on what track it's patched to without affecting the timeline in any way. And that's insert and overwrite. Hope this helped, and I will see you guys in class on Thursday.